Welcome to Good Mythical More. We're in Cheez-It land, and we're gonna do a ranking independent of a previous ranking, and also taking into account another ranking to create a third ranking.
It's rank heaven.
That may expose us as being completely Cheez-It inconsistent, but I hope not.
Oh, I hope not as well. But first, let's tell a 10-word story.
Let's do it.
You start.
Flowers.
Build.
Long.
Peers.
When.
They.
Fear.
Soft.
Ocean.
Logs.
Because if a flower encounters a soft ocean log,
Flowers build long piers, not ears, when they fear soft ocean logs.
right?
Flowers build
that makes
long
sense.
piers when they fear soft ocean logs.
A flower don't want to get hit by no soft ocean.
Do you know what a
log.
soft ocean log is? Sometimes you have to make one.
Yeah,
Have you ever done that?
it's not easy to do because Jordan, come on in here. You should be a part of this conversation.
Thank you.
It's tough to poop in the ocean.
I've done it.
It's tough to poop in a body of water
But it's
because
fun to watch it catch a wave.
you're encountering this resistance. I mean, slide on in here. You know you're in the right spot when you could whisper in my ear, but don't.
But you could. Have you ever pooped in a body of water?
Do you have a secret to tell me?
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I pooped in a
She has.
I pooped in a lake. I pooped in a lake, a river, and the ocean.
At once.
They call that the trifecta.
I have pooped
Next
in
is a creek.
river. I think I was making eye contact with you,
Oh, thanks for that.
just to mess with you.
In the river we went in Bowie's Creek?
Yeah, its sense has flowed down.
But you know how
Its
when you're
sense has flowed down to the ocean,
yeah,
Stevie,
when-
many years
when you're
ago.
in a body
I was
of
watching
water,
for snakes, but I should have been watching for another kind of
There's
snake.
like a
Soft
resistance.
Soft
Sure.
ocean logs.
that's like you have to push through. You have to say, you know what, I'm gonna pee no matter what,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna you have to give it an extra push.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I have IBS, so I have unbelievable
this.
anal fortitude. So anything doesn't
Yeah.
faze me. Nothing
Yeah.
is difficult for me from the waist down.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Anal fortitude.
So, and what's the proper response when somebody tells you that they have IBS? Like, what should I say in response to that?
You could say, "Thank you for sharing that with me."
Okay.
You could say,
Oh, I'm sorry.
"Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
You could say, "Me too."
Is that okay?
There's a bunch of different answers that are all acceptable.
Is it okay to say, "Oh, I'm sorry"?
Yeah. It's an illness.
How about this? Can I call it Ibs?
Sure, that's fine.
Can I call it Ibs?
Yeah, the answer will be no, but you can ask that.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Cheez-Its.
Let's talk Cheez-Its.
Okay, so again, these are some of the ones you really liked.
Yes, all of these ranked on the Sporked Cheez-It best of flavors list. We tried every single Cheez-It there is. I specifically tried every single Cheez-It there is.
And so did I.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah,
contest.
right. Yeah.
We both work here.
And we don't even have IBS.
I don't either.
Yeah. So
Only one of us does.
back in
I'm
June,
sorry.
Thank you.
we did a gut check where we tasted all the Cheez-Its. We don't ever remember anything about anything that we do on this show.
Do you remember?
You might, but we don't.
Did you watch our gut check before you did your thing, or it was completely independent?
I
Yeah, this is a trap.
have IBS.
Right. I'm sorry.
Thank
So-
you.
There's a surprising, so I have both the gut check ranking of these 5, and I have the Sporked that I'm looking at right now. There is a surprising
I'm not
reveal in store.
Surprising
Here.
reveals.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to it. Shadow Jack.
Oh, I got a double. Look at that. They just fused.
See what I'm doing
Thank you.
now? I'm not making you ask
I love that.
to get in on this.
Courteous.
Man. That's good. I mean, I love Cheez-Its already.
That is
We don't have an original in here.
bold, Jack.
Incredible.
Man, that's good.
Because I know we loved on the original.
Okay.
The original ain't nothing wrong with it.
The original usually makes it to our top 4. There's almost a sense of obligation that the original of something makes it to your final 4.
I felt that too. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. Are you guessing? Yes, right?
You can say any disorder that you have.
I think that you should not feel obligated to have any kind of allegiance to the original if a flavor is an improvement on the original.
I agree with that, and I didn't
Thank
think
you.
that I was doing that in gut check. I know I'm not. Like, I can barely keep it straight anyway, man.
Okay.
Well, you clearly like these. That noise you just made.
Love those. I took these home after our taste test, and I made a Frito chili pie with these instead of Fritos, and it was one of the best things I've ever eaten.
Now,
That's a good idea.
I like the jalapeno flavor. That's a general spice that I like.
These are good.
But I could see how, I'm trying to put myself in that gut check place. There's a, what I would describe as a high flavor. You know what I'm getting at? Like,
A little almost sour.
that might throw one or both of us off in a gut check scenario. But now in this environment,
Well, so I was gonna say, not only I have the full gut check scoreboard, and obviously the mystery piece is always gonna be what Link scored some of these.
yeah, you never know.
So I
like
do
this.
have Rhett and Link's separated scores.
Oh.
I would think that Link had given these a low score, and maybe me.
No.
I don't know.
No, I like these. I don't. There's no way I would have done that. So we'll give that reveal.
Okay.
So we're switching these two because we both agree this one's a little bit better, is what I heard you between the lines.
Yeah, so it should be here.
Oh, I thought that was the lowest end.
No, it's like number 1.
I think we've had this conversation before, and it's because when Danny comes on,
It's like stage left,
you
stage
put the
right.
worst far left, but every other time the best.
Hot and spicy.
Interesting.
Hot and spicy.
No, I really like these.
I adore these. I think they look and smell like actual hot sauce. Like they
Yeah.
taste like Louisiana hot sauce and not just chemical heat like a Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
I actually prefer these over the snapped just
I don't.
because I like the original texture of I almost call them Triscuits, Cheez-Its. It's just something to be admired.
Well, I don't love hot and spicy as much, so this has a mild just jalapeno. So I like this ranking better.
Well, but I think at this point we have to. Jordan, which one do you like better?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
I like the snapped better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because I think they're a little
Good.
more versatile. I think the flavor is a little more mild, so you could eat a ton of them. But I do really love these as well.
Extra toasty.
Extra
An
toast.
extra big box too.
I requested that. I said, give my bosses the biggest box
Biggest
you
box.
have.
Everybody's calling us boss today.
What do I normally call you?
Boys.
Oh, all right.
I don't like toasted as much as untoasted.
I agree.
I just feel like they were perfectly manufactured the first time. They didn't need to be. They're still good. It's really hard to make a bad Cheez-It.
I don't like extra toasty anything. I don't think there's anything that I prefer
You like a light biscuit.
overcooked.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm in
preemptively
agreement. I'm in
move
agreement
that to
there.
the bottom.
My thing is that when I'm trying stuff for Sporked, I'm not just trying to think about what my personal preference is. And I do know these have a huge cult following, and there is a place
That's-
for them.
That's a
I
good
think.
point.
White cheddar.
White cheddar.
I really like white cheddar anything. You can put it on a soft ocean log.
I'm really underwhelmed by these, in contrast to everything else.
Me too.
They're not as good as hot and spicy to me right now.
I can't taste any cheddar. So I bet you I'll rank these low, and I'm very confident that I am being consistent with my gut check.
Okay.
Like, I'm very confident. I'm not gonna put numbers on it, but like
In fact, I'm going to predict that Link gave these
half a year, my mouth hasn't changed.
Is this your like final order of preference and your
it
guess
is.
at the sport drinking?
Okay, if I was making this decision as to what we did, I would rank these lower because I think Link gave these like a 35.
Wow.
That's just my. I mean, I'm.
Why would I have done that?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to predict what would have happened.
We might would have hated on the form factor.
I know for a fact that these are gonna be lower than these, and maybe lower than these because anytime he has hot and spicy in a taste test, he hates it. So I think you gotta put these all the way at the bottom.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna override you there. Toasty is.
Well, wait,
further
hold
down.
on. So I kind of want to know, before you switch things, like now as you're tasting them, what is your ranking?
This is my ranking.
Okay, so
And-
this is
and
your
you
this is
disagree.
right now what you're enjoying, and you think this is sporked ranking as well, or this is just what you enjoy.
I think these are probably up there because Jordan put these on a Frito pie.
Well, all of these are sporked favorites.
That's true.
Right.
But-
this is the Spork top 5. This is not our top 5 probably.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, this is the ranking for Rhett and Link for how you rank these.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if Rhett had his way,
Let's do several different rankings here. So now I'm just asking for your taste.
Just for Link.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Now it's just Link.
all right,
Link.
just me.
Yeah.
This is it.
Okay, Rhett.
I believe that my scores would reflect something like this.
You're talking about your scores right now.
And my previous scores. This is how I feel right now.
Okay.
Our,
And then-
our stance is that neither one of us have changed at all. We are completely consistent in
Okay.
our tasting, ranking, and opinions.
And do you feel like this is the proper ranking that sporked?
No, we have to go back because I
No.
believe that Spork agrees with me, right? I believe that.
I actually think Sports would do this. Actually, I think Sports would do this. If you're trying to do what Sports would do,
And forget about these.
yeah,
just
yeah,
look at the
do
box.
boxes. This is what Sports would do.
look at the
Okay,
box.
so Jordan, do you want to
Let's start with you.
reveal the sporked of it all?
Okay. We were close. Number 1, Cheddar Jack. Incredible.
We all agree.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just an improvement on the original Cheez-It, I think.
Yes.
Well, here's the fun spoiler alert. You did all agree because you voted Cheddar Jack and Gut Check as number 1 out of all of the Cheez-Its.
Yes!
go.
Science, y'all.
Synergy. All right. Then for Sporked, our number 2 was the Snapped Jalapeno Jack. I agree.
Yep.
We loved the crunch. We loved the flavor.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so we were right about that for you.
Yes.
Keep going.
Then number 3, we had Hot and Spicy.
Should have gone higher.
Hot
on
and spicy was our number 3 because we love the flavor. Number 4, extra toasty. Number 5, white
Yeah,
cheddar.
so just we should have switched these two.
Yeah, you were almost perfectly right, and then you made one last adjustment, and I was like, Rhett.
So now,
Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
go. I'm gonna go back to me.
Yeah,
way
this
that I
is
had
you.
it,
You
which
said
was-
you was okay.
This was me.
Well, here's the thing. Rhett was insistent that for the snapped jalapeno, you gave it a low score on Gut Check. That is true.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, I said less than 40. What did you give it?
He gave it a 23. But I will say, Rhett, in comparison to the scores you give things, you gave it a 51. So
Yeah,
for you, it was pretty low.
We didn't like this.
Yeah,
Jordan.
I moved these down there from my ranking.
Yeah. The other
We didn't like.
consistent
We talked
top
ourselves out of this type of chip.
That's what I was getting at, yeah.
at number 2 for Gut Check was the white cheddar. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
We put that at number 2.
White
Yep.
cheddar?
I still like it.
You mean the one that I said was completely
It's
tasteless?
not as good as hot and
Yes.
spicy, but I probably gave hot and spicy very high and he gave it very low.
Man, it's really tasting better to me now that I know. I mean, none of these are bad.
Sure.
Cheez-It really doesn't go wrong,
Absolutely.
even though maybe previously we said they did about something.
Sure.
The third in the Gut Check was original.
Yep, not here.
And then the fourth was extra big, is what you put it for.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I mean, they're big.
We tried extra big. It tasted good. We were just like, yep.
It's just more.
Yeah.
It's just more of the same.
Yeah. I did think it lost a little bit of that kind of layered crunch that the classic Cheez-It has. The bigger it got.
Well,
Yeah.
it's great to support your position with evidence
Thank you.
when you disagree with us.
Thank you.
You know, I think that's good. To stress the positive, we still, the number one is the same. That's really what mattered the most.
It's really good.
And everybody agreed on that.
Yes.
Everybody, all of us, agreed on this. And that's where we should be focusing. Let's forget this ever happened. You know?
I'm gonna put these together.
Whoa.
And you you put this with a Frito pie. How did it not soak up too much of the
Well,
juices?
you eat at a normal pace, where I wouldn't let it sit for like 2 hours and then eat it.
But that's
they're
part of
very-
it.
But isn't it more permeable than a corn chip?
Probably, but I didn't experience it getting soggy real fast.
But you kind of get that like chilaquiles sort of like
A little soggy is nice.
effect, you know?
Yeah.
The more I eat it, the more I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But the more that I eat these, the more that I do appreciate the subtlety of how.
Interesting.
What did I give the hot and spicy?
Oh, it just closed down my tab.
All right, then you know what?
She's
You
done.
have- You have to go and watch that episode.
She's done. Also, go over to Sporked. All of the rankings can be trusted. We've proven that again. Best Dorito flavors, best Pocky flavors, best kettle chip flavors. Ooh, it's just a happy place when I go over there to Sporked.
It's nice.
Check it out. And I'm not done. I just wanted to also say thank you, Jordan,
Yeah.
for sharing.
And we're sorry.
Thank you.
To see the rest of the Cheez-Its on Jordan's list, go over to spork.com.